Along with the professor next to me, I'm Bill in Cardona, and this is, I believe, third round action in the bank pool section of the tournament.
Yeah, and I'm excited, Billy. What a contest this is. Donny Anderson, long considered maybe to be the premier bank pool player in the country, and Wade Crane, possessed of remarkable banking skills. And this is a race to three, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't they start with 170 players?
I believe it was closer to 180, and it was just a great turnout for this tournament. Not to say that this tournament didn't deserve that type of a turnout, because it did last year. It was a great tournament, and so far this year, it looks like it's the same type of a tournament it was last year.
It's a race to three, 9-ball banks. Now, Wade made 2 balls on the break, but he scratched, so he's going to owe one. And Donnie's going to get ball in hand behind the line, and you love the way he banks, don't you? And what do you think his correct shot is to begin with here?
Well, I like the way all experienced bank pool players bank, particularly the upper echelon players, because they use the speed of the bank to change the angle of the bank, and he does that as well as anyone, Grady.
I like position on the 5 here, the way he's been playing. Straight back with the 3 ball. Uh-oh, he didn't hit that very well. And actually, he left a shot here, but I find these hard with the cue ball frozen on the rail. All he can do is kind of use a level cue and roll the 7 across the side. Not the easiest shot in the world. A nice level cue, and he, of course, is a great bank pool player. Medium speed. I don't like completely rolling it. Well, he rolled it. It's going to lengthen out.
Wade Crane's always been regarded as one of the premier 9-ball players in the world, but as Grady mentioned, he is an excellent bank pool player as well.
Now, the 1 straight back will hardly pass the 5. I like the 5 cross corner here. Of course, he's close to the 1 ball.
He's going to play the 3-2 in the corner. It's a ball that's fairly close to him, then he can probably get a much better hit on the ball, and at the same time, he can control the cue ball not to give up a shot after he leaves the table. And that's equally as important just about in a lot of cases as it is to make the bank.
Why don't you inform our viewers as to that great strength of Donnie's of being able to control the angle of the cue ball by how hard he hits the bank shot? That's very important.
Yeah, and if you're an avid bank pool fan, you would like to know that, if in case you don't already know, that you can change the angle of the bank by the speed that you hit it with. There are different ways to change the angles. That's with speed, English, and Donny Anderson controls the object ball really nicely just by adjusting the speed that he hits the shot with, and you'll see him do that throughout this match.
Well, one advantage I give him too is that he plays safe very well. He doesn't leave that many good shots for his opponent when he's playing the game well, as he is at the moment. That's a nice shot. That'll get him even. And he's got the 1 cross corner, or the 7 across the side. I kind of like the 1 across the corner here. I believe it's a little easier shot.
And totally much more familiar with that shot, being a 1-pocket player. This is the type of a shot that 1-pocket players are familiar with, because it's the type of a shot that you often shoot in 1 pocket. Nicely executed.
He's going to owe 1 again.
But unfortunately allowed the cue ball to escape, ending up in the corner pocket. Anderson back at the table with the luxury of putting the ball in hand once again.
Yeah, but he doesn't have across the side, which is what he would really prefer. And how old is Donny? Do you know, Bill?
I believe Donny Anderson is somewhere around 70 years old.
Okay.
And he's been playing upper echelon bank pool for I don't know how long as I can remember.
Well, of course, in his part of the country, in Cincinnati and many places in Kentucky, they play bank pool for lunch like we would play 8-ball. Now, see what he did there. He's trying to make it hard for Wade. He didn't leave much here. He might have the 2 ball straight back to his right.
But after Donny, well, of course, the 8-ball's not going to hamper his bridge hand on this particular shot. He'll be able to apply left-hand English on the cue ball.
I don't know. It does. He's got to shoot quite a bit over that 8-ball. Of course, if he could see the 5, he'd like to play it cross side.
So he'll still be able to use left-hand English on the cue ball, because the 8-ball hasn't snookered him.
But I would want to go forward here, and that's a risk there. I didn't think he had much chance to make that.
Very difficult shot to execute, and
now he's fortunate that the 2 ball got up there by the 7, or Donny would have had an easy cross side. Now I don't see much here. The 3 and 6 don't bank straight
Well,
back.
he's got the 5-3 in the corner. And that's a pretty nice shot, too, because I got to build on safety, repositioning cue ball by the 2-7. Well, he allowed the cue ball to go down table slightly and leave him across side on the 8.
Well, they've got the opening rack jitters. I find that a hard shot. The cue ball's close enough to the rail, it's difficult to bridge it well. Now, what do you like here, the 9 cross side?
Yeah, obviously he likes it as well. Now this one he'll turn. He'll turn the 8 ball using outside
right
English.
Okay, now there's no question about this. This is the 8 across the side, and I don't cross this myself. I'm just going to shoot the cue ball through the 8 a little bit. It's just a question of what you want to play position on here.
Yeah, there's no reason to cross it, because when you cross it,
well, I don't believe
you transfer English off the cue ball when you cross a ball, making the bank a little more difficult. In most cases, if you can stiffen a bank or just shoot it without crossing it, you'll have more success.
But now they're playing under the AccuStats lights, which are brighter, warmer, lengthening out the banks. I noticed both of them have missed a few banks on the long side.
But both players are going to make the necessary adjustment, because that's why they're the players that they are.
Right. Well, can he get...
he can bank the 4 straight back if he chooses to do that.
I think he's looking at 2 in the corner with the 4.
And he could be doing that, too, once again trying to control the cue ball. Sometimes when you have a low percentage bank, controlling the cue ball may be the best choice. In that case, it was in both.
But did you see him body English that 4 ball in at the last microsecond there? Cross
you
side.
Think that helps a little bit?
Well, of course it helps. I've seen Siegel curve object balls. That's going to lengthen out. All right, it's 2-0, or actually 2-0's one advantage Anderson at the moment.
Now he has a shot on the 5 cross corner.
And if you're a one-pocket player on a new cloth, this is a pretty easy shot.
But you have to make sure that you cut this ball enough. When this ball is missed, it's usually missed, hitting it, lengthening it out too much.
Right. Now that was a nice stroke. Does he have the 1 cross corner? He's going to elevate the cue probably. And the score is Donny Anderson 2 balls. Wade owes the one that he just made. So it's 2-0 in balls. Advantage Donny Anderson. Right English, elevate the cue. A speed about like that. And what a nice shot.
Very nicely executed shot.
Now, this is something I always liked about good banks. Now, the Chicago bankers, they'd play the 9 straight back here, maybe. See, I'm going to play the 2 straight back and not leave anything.
You're going to play
the 2 cross corner. Yeah, not leave.
You're going to have to get the banking terminologies down. It's cross corner, straight back.
Well, I know all the banking terminology.
We'll find out. We'll find out. You know, underneath me, you know, stuff like that.
Okay, 2-1 in balls. Advantage Donny Anderson.
7 cross side.
It's a nice shot. Touch of right English, probably. I didn't quite get it in.
And it looks like he's left a little bit here with the 2 cross-eyed, possibly.
Well, if he can't shorten that up or cross it, see, he's going to have to play the 5, I believe, Billy. I don't think he can make the 9 or the 2.
Well, the 9's stiff. From our vantage point, the 9 most certainly is stiff. The 2 looks like it may go, providing that he can get a good stroke into it. Shooting over the 5 may preclude him from doing that. Let's take a look at the shot.
I didn't think he could quite make that.
He just couldn't get enough stroke into it to change the angle.
Well, there's a lot of choices here.
He can bank the 3 cross corner if he can avoid the kiss. Inside English.
Yeah, I played to overcut this a little bit with quite a bit of left English. Just like that, nice shot.
Looked like the angle that he had played a little different than the angle that I saw. I thought that he had to use the inside English to pocket that ball. Evidently, I was wrong. He just went with a level cue and hardly any English at all.
Okay, 3 balls to 1. Anderson. And I'm informed that we have a new scorekeeping system in place here. I'm sure we'll see that throughout this match.
And there it is. It's generated through our character generator, which is on the screen right now, as everyone can see. And now it's gone. Now he has to be careful here because this bank carries a penalty if you miss it, and also it carries a bonus if you happen to make it.
Boy, that was a beautiful, smooth stroke that he applied to that shot. Now I only see one shot to 9 cross corner, and I'm not going to completely roll this. I send the cue ball back towards the 2-7 here when I hit it. I find that my accuracy is a little better.
You know what I thought he was guilty of? I thought he was guilty of not really understanding what he needed to do or wanted to do prior to shooting that shot. He was caught in between thoughts, and that's why he hit it as poorly as he did, because he was concerned both with the cue ball and the 9 ball and really didn't focus on either one entirely.
All right, 7 cross corner. Nice shot, nice shot. Now here's the part of the game that Donny does very well too. He'll make Wade work for this. He wants to play some kind of safety into this bank shot. He only needs 1, but banking the 9 is no good. There's no shot on the 6 ball. He needs to play the 2 ball. 3 in the corner is not quite on, but that might be the right shot anyway. Just like this, and in that fashion, he controls the cue ball.
And not only does he control the cue ball, but he creates some congestion down this end of the table, which is always good for him. He'll use that as an ally because now Wade needs all the balls. Donny only needs 1, so why not create some congestion, making those balls harder to bank?
Well, he can go for this if he wishes. Got a chance to win if he makes it.
Yeah, the way he shot it, he had a chance to win. Had he opted to bank the 9 toward the other corner, then he loses his market on position. But he didn't do that, realizing that all he needed to do was pocket that 1 bank, and he would have had a pretty good chance to run the remaining balls on the table.
Now, the 2 banks cross corner, but the 9 blocks part of the pocket. That's what he's looking at.
Now, what about the kiss here? Is there a kiss on this shot?
No, there's no kiss. He just used right English. And I would go 2 rails down towards the end rail and play safe here also. Just like this. Okay, good shot. 1 game to 0 advantage, Donny Anderson. Now, see where he left the cue ball? See, he's a smart player. I mean, that's the right way to play the game. Just like one pocket, Billy, you have to play the score. You want to be a little aggressive.
Well, I never
when you're
did
behind.
that playing you one pocket because you were never that close. So I could.
Oh, now don't make me tell people about you giving me a little expense money practicing banks in the back room yesterday.
You know,
I wasn't going to say that.
That's a good observation. I didn't think you realized that's exactly what I was doing, just giving you a little expense money.
Well, I appreciate that. Anyway, I look for a great match here. Now, this is unfortunate for Wade because I don't even see a shot here. Do you?
Well, not at, right away I don't see a shot, and now that I have a little more time to look at it, I still don't see a shot. So, which leads me to believe I'd come off the 5 ball.
Cross side, maybe. I don't know. Okay, well, he had a shot there.
Yeah, he sure did. It was cross side.
Because he missed that on the thick side, we're positive that that was makeable.
Now, he has a shot with a 2 ball straight back to his left once he gets out of his chair. But if he happens to miss that particular bag, the 8 ball cross corner is going to be really available for Wade. So therefore, he has.
Well, I don't know about that. He can play this if he can reach it comfortably. He might be looking at the 8 ball straight back or the 1.
8 looks like it's laying really awkwardly. So therefore, he might not shoot the 8. He would have to turn the 8 and go to the inside of the 8 with the cue ball.
Well, this shot is safe if he doesn't make it.
This will be a beautiful shot if he's able to make it. No, he was able to stiffen it. And he
That's
hit it
it.
with speed. Notice how hard he hit it with.
That's
shortly
exactly
the
what
angle.
you referred to earlier. He changed what the object ball and the cue ball did by the velocity of the shot. Now he's going to go straight back with the 2 ball here. Am I seeing this correctly?
Yeah, I do believe he has a pocket. Now, I believe he can cross this 2 opposed to
That was right.
shortening
That's
it.
what he's going to do. He's not going to stiff it.
Yeah,
That's awkward on new cloth especially.
you know, he'll hit this. If he crosses it, he'll hit it with a softer speed,
And some left English.
like so.
Like that.
And now, once again, he's utilized his ability to change speeds, to change angles very nicely.
I got to tell you, Bill, that's pretty to behold, right?
Oh, it
Well,
certainly is, you know. And for all you aspiring bank pool players that are watching this particular tape,
straight back with the 1.
learn how to change the speed of the stroke.
All right, low left English. Oh, cut it out, cut it out.
And 3 ball cross side as a bonus.
I always love to watch him play. I mean, it really is pretty. The 4 will go cross side. He's got a full pocket. The 3, the 4 blocks part of the pocket.
Once again, hitting it with the speed that assured him of pocketing the ball, knowing exactly what type of reaction.
He needs 1. He's run 4.
Rail.
The 3 is not crossable. I think he'll play the 6 back to his left.
Now, if he plays the 6, I look for him to hit it with a softer speed in the event that he misses it.
All right, he's playing safe if he doesn't.
He'll play safe, and he'll also possibly put the 6 out of play. I don't look for him to hit this with speed.
No, I try to get the cue ball down on the end rail here.
See, he's just rolling it, because now his job at this time is not really to make game ball, but of course he would like to do that, but to reposition the balls, make it more difficult to Wade Crane for him to come back in this particular game.
All right, it's 4 balls to nothing advantage, Donny Anderson.
And this is very similar to what happened when Donny played Truman.
Right.
Totally took control of the match. A little short on the turn. Had he hit that ball a little softer, he would have scored it.
Well, you can practically score this one. I mean, not 100%. It rolled a little bit farther than I thought, but you know, I hit this hard enough to not leave a cross corner on the 6 if I happen to miss this.
And that's a very noteworthy point. He only needs 1 ball. He doesn't want to open the door for Wade in the event that he misses it, so therefore he has to play both the ball and the cue ball like he did.
Uh-oh.
But in playing the safety, he almost scratched on the side.
Yeah. Well, you know, these balls aren't lying that badly. However, well, I may play the 3 cross corner rather than the 6. You can only make 1 if he plays the 6. I mean, if he has an angle to play position here, I might consider playing position on the 4 or the 7.
Very nicely executed. And now...
does the 6 pass above the 5 cross corner?
It may, but there's not much room there. I know that he can bank the 7 cross corner. That's a very difficult bank, but of course it's a rewarding one if he's able to do it.
All right, I think this is cross corner with the 6 ball.
Not much room for error here. Hit it pretty hard. Didn't really leave much, but of course...
Well, he's going to play the 7 cross corner.
Anderson doesn't need much.
Low left English.
Just like in the picture of the Hustler. Paul Newman missed, and he said, didn't leave much. Jackie Gleason said, left enough.
Well, true. Well, interesting here. Either one is a good shot. I'm going to play position here, though, if I'm behind.
Now, this is the type of a shot that Anderson figures to hit extremely well. He's close to the ball. He's got a nice angle. He can see the angle. I look for him to either pocket it or hang it up.
Nice shot. All right, 2 games to nothing, Anderson. Now, I started to say he's going to hit that hard enough to get that 7 out of there if he doesn't make it. He doesn't want to leave an easy cross corner.
But I don't think that was on his mind, really. I thought that pocketing game ball was more on his mind because the angle that he had presented to him was the one that looked ideal. So therefore, hit it with the speed that you know you're going to keep that angle. Yeah. So he hit it with the speed to keep the angle off that bottom cushion, and obviously you saw what happened, pocketing the game ball, and now leads in the match 2 games to nothing in a race to 3.
All right, he's got the 2 ball cross corner.
And then he will invariably shoot the 2 cross corner. It's a nice shot.
Well, he can play position for the 6 or the 4 cross side here, if I see the angle correctly.
Or the 7 cross side.
Yeah.
Well, it's now the, I don't know. He's looking at the 9. I don't know if he has any market there. The 6 will go cross side. That's a very difficult bank. The 4 will go cross side also. The 9 may go cross corner. He may end up shooting that. No, he hasn't even given it a thought.
Low left English here.
softly struck, which will lengthen the ball out somewhat. Got a little fortunate not to have given up a shot on the 7. The 4 ball hit the point of the side pocket.
Right.
Came in between the cue ball and the 7, not allowing Wade at the table with a shot on just about any of the balls on the table.
Okay, Anderson has 1 ball. Now, if I'm Wade, I want to get myself a good shot and run a few banks and get back in this thing.
We really haven't seen either one of these players go to their safety game, have we?
Well, what I would do here is just hit the 2 ball straight ahead and stop the cue ball there and just knock the 6 down there by the 1 and make Donny do something, because there's not much to shoot at here. So that was awkward, with a lot to lose like this, right? Now the match is over with, in my view, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I don't understand what he was thinking of when he did that.
Well, he's got the 8 cross corner, position on the 1. Now he can do anything he wants here. Position on the 7.
He's got 2 balls. The 1 looks like it's almost automatic, which will give him 3. Now he's got 3 balls. He's playing position for the 7 or the 6, or the 6 doesn't go cross corner, does it?
He's got the 4 cross corner.
4 cross corner or the 7 cross side, whichever he prefers. He's got 3 balls. He'll probably shoot the ball that has the highest make percentage.
I like this and go just back between the 7 and 3 if I see the angle correctly. Or like
now
he
needs 1 ball,
needs
the 7
1.
cross side. So therefore he was put in a pretty good position by a Wade Crane miss. That's 5 and out, or 4 and out, I should say.
Well,
4 and out, and once again, Donny Anderson has displayed some fine skills playing bank pool.
Are we going to do an interview? We'll wait a minute to get that information. We'll try to do an interview here. Just give us a few minutes. I'd like to mention that if you want this quality tape or any of the great AccuStats products, you have simply to dial 1-800-828-0397. And for your best price, tell them Grady said to call. And as usual, it's been an abject pleasure to work with you, Bill.
No, we'll just do it here in the booth.
And Donny will be up here with us momentarily. Well, that was fun to watch, I have to admit. She gave our friend Wade Crane short shrift.
Welcome special guest Al McCarty with the new president of 314. He's not playing a trip for that. This is an unsolicited.
Is this microphone turned on, or does it need to be turned on?
That microphone's always on. They don't have the switch on that one.
Okay.
When he comes up, I'll start the interview, and then you can jump in and ask him some questions.
Oh, that'll be fine. Any way you want to conduct it's fine with me. It's just an honor to have such a wonderful player and such a genuine, nice human being grace our booth.
Okay, I understand how you feel about me, but what I'm talking about when Donny comes up.
Oh, right. You, my friend, embody. You're the Antichrist of Grady Matthews' life, you know. You embody every principle just diametrically opposed to what I believe in life.
Oh, that's not true, because we have a lot of things in common.
No, I know. I'm just having fun with you.
We both go to sleep. We both wake up. At least up to now.
Yeah.
Okay, Donny Anderson has made his way up to the booth here. And Donny, congratulations on this match here with Wade Crane. I mean, you played once again just about a flawless match, as you did against Truman Hogue in your first match.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm playing so good, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just unbelievable to me because I don't play that much anymore.
Well, you know, like I said to you yesterday when I watched you play Truman, you never forget how to play bank pool. Once you play upper echelon bank pool, it's just ingrained into your memory. You get to the table and everything just seems to fall in places in terms of what do I do now? What do I do next? Because it just, you change speed so well. You change the angle of the bank so well by adjusting your speeds of your stroke. I've noticed that seems to be, one of your strong points in your bank pool game, in which you have a lot of strong points in your game. And we were talking about that during this match, how you were creating the angle off the cushions by the speed that you were hitting the bank with. You do that extremely well.
Well, I've always thought that there's at least 100 different speeds that you can shoot every shot with. And I guess nobody ever gets down 100 of those speeds, but if you get down a lot of them, it's sure going to make your game a whole lot better.
Well, we're both in love with your shot selection, too. I mean, you pick the shot that gives you the best chance to get the most out of your turn at the table.
Well, my shots, the way I play my game is you shoot the long shots, I shoot the short shots. So if he misses a ball on a long shot, it gives me a short shot, and generally I can get maybe a few balls from that particular shot. But I like all the short shots, cross sides, cross corner. Let everybody else shoot the long shots unless it's just a great angle for myself.
That's really a noteworthy point for all of the aspiring bank pool players out there. Listen to what Donny says. You shoot the long shots, I'll shoot the short shots. But what I didn't like about that is that you had to tell it to Grady, you see. Now, you see, that's good.
But anyway, seriously, we've had a lot of fun here, especially watching you bank, and I think you've got a great chance to win this event this year. You had a great finish last year, as a matter of fact. Didn't you come in third?
Fourth.
Fourth, okay.
Fourth, yeah.
Well, the 170 players, or 180, I think you have a great chance to win this star-studded event.
Well, if the first two matches he's played is any indication how he's going to play for the rest of the tournament, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go very far in the tournament and even perhaps win it. You're right about that.
But anyway, we thank you for a championship performance, and from all of us at AccuStats, we wish you continued good luck, and thank you for allowing us to watch your great performance.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Donny.
Okay, Donny, good luck.
Okay.
Oh boy, what a quality guy, huh?
Yeah, really. And what he said about there are 100 different speeds that you can hit banks with, and he doesn't expect people to understand all of the 100 different speeds. But the more you do understand, the more chances you have of pocketing balls. And that's so true, because speed playing bank pool is one of the most integral and most important part of the game.
Yeah. Well, I learned a couple of things, as I usually do, watching him bank. Anyway, without further ado, I'd like to tell you how much pleasure I've derived from simply sitting here with you. I always enjoy that immensely, and I've looked forward to this tournament for that reason, and I look forward to doing more of this particular tournament.
And I as well, Grady. It's always a pleasure to work with you.
Well, thank you,
my friend. On behalf
of
my friend, Mr. Grady Matthews, this is Bill and Cadona saying thanks a lot for joining us. Give Pat a call. Grady mentioned the number a little earlier. It's 1-800-828-0397. And that's about it, and we're out of here.